Does the government want to make you a sissy femboy? Well, I don't know, but let's find out. But before we do, don't forget to put on your tinfoil hats, because you never know when the government's watching. And let's get into it. I just want to say, though, thank you for watching. So, the basic conspiracy theory of does the government want to make you a femboy, or is the government attacking your testosterone directly, or is the government trying to attack masculinity on all three fronts? All of those together. We're going to be getting into that today, and I wrote it all on a whiteboard, and we're going to go over it because I enjoy this topic, and yeah, let's get into it. Well, my dear viewer, you may be asking, Kenny, they're not attacking masculinity. They're not doing these things. You're making things up. You're schizophrenic. Are you hearing voices again? Well, I want to tell you, my dear viewer, I do miss my family, because every time I take my schizophrenia pills, my family disappears. All right, I had a wife and kids, and I don't see them anymore. So yeah, what about that? Anyway, the proof, if you can see the points of attack, then you'll be set free. And the proof is the points of attack are on my whiteboard, and number one on the list are estrogenics. So estrogenics are things that we consume that negatively affect our testosterone. Things such as soy. Soy is found in many chips, many ingredients that you go to the store and buy. You go buy something, you'll see soy in there. Soy is an estrogenic. It affects your testosterone negatively. As well as microplastics. Microplastics are in everything. They're in the water, they're in food packaging, they're even in receipts. So if you go out and you have to touch a receipt, put a glove on, you stinky, filthy animal. All right, you shouldn't be touching stuff anyway, you sicko. Why are you touching stuff? Stop touching stuff, you little sicko. Another estrogenic is also birth control. So a study was conducted that's showing that the filtration of birth control, when it goes into the toilet water, a girl pisses, and the birth control that she pisses out goes down, goes through filtration. You consume the birth control because the filtration doesn't burn out that chemical that's in birth control. That lowers your testosterone and also attacks your sperm count. So if you want to, you're probably going to need a reverse osmosis water filter to avoid the gay sissy water that girls on birth control piss. Number two point of attack is by being fat. More than 50% of Americans are probably fat. I don't know. I go out in public and I see a lot of fat people, and it's starting to scare me. Maybe they have a sandwich under their stomach folds. If you're fat though, and you're watching this, I just want to tell you I love you. But go get some exercise, fatty. I love you. I'm only telling you that because I want you to be better. Be better! Another form of attack is feminization. That's more of a cultural thing where they've made it socially acceptable to wear dresses, act in a way that typically a female would, and those things, behavior, can also have a direct impact on men's testosterone, and that's also a form of attack. If you see how the culture has shifted towards that, yeah, it's getting a little ridiculous out there. I, for one, I don't want the world to be overrun by femboys, because if we have nothing but femboys walking around, it's going to be immensely difficult to hide my boner in public. Another form of attack is number 4, because I forgot to add it at the bottom, is dopamine. Number 4. So, dopamine receptors. We're talking about Pornhub. Like, typically, if you're a man, a boy, you should be pursuing a woman. But when it's easier to have the world in your pocket, in your phone, and to just look up attractive women, get the job done, you know, you're not really accomplishing anything. You've just given yourself a form of dopamine that you didn't earn. And sometimes you have to make it about the journey and not the reward. All right? That's for my viewers, my boys out there. All right? Don't make it about getting it. Make it fun getting there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, if you're asking about the proof, there has been studies conducted. The one that I found was conducted in the 1980s, where they started with a 65-year-old, and his testosterone was a much higher than a 65-year-old from modern time. It was 1989 to 1999, and then the other one was in the 2010s. But progressively you've seen that 65-year-olds had lower testosterone, and this study wasn't just conducted on older men. It was also conducted from 40-year-olds to 65-year-olds. But we also know that age is a factor. So, yeah. But there has been studies showing that modern day men, young men, have lower testosterone than they did earlier in history. So, some factors like that can be just roles. It was more acceptable to have masculine features and actions, and also tobacco is a form of something. It's much more common to be a smoker, and there's proof that what was in the tobacco leaf increases testosterone. So what I'm saying you should do, you should go buy as many cigars and cigarettes and just smoke 3 packs a day and see what happens. Don't listen to the haters that tell you not to smoke, tell you it's bad for you. If I listened to everybody telling me something was bad for me, I would have deleted this YouTube channel. So why is this bad? Well, you may be asking yourself, Kenny, I don't care. Like, I'm gonna do whatever I want. I want to be fat. I want to wear a dress, and I love soy. I'm a soy boy. Well, you little bot, let me tell you what's gonna happen. If you accept, that's a blue pill. That's a blue pill right there. All right, you're not Neo, but if you accept the blue pill in the modernity, you are not going to have a drive to have kids. That's a little sperm right there, swimming around in your ball sack. And because your dopamine receptors, you're just taking loads on your legs and tummy and maybe a tissue, and you're not getting anything done. You're not in pursuit of a woman. You're not in pursuit of a goal. You're not in pursuit of anything, and that makes you controllable. And that's why the government wants to make you a bot, because the more controllable you are, the globalist elite, like Alex Jones would say, if they were to get their way, you wouldn't be having kids, because they don't want you to have kids. They want less people on this earth because they care more about the environment. They don't even care about the environment. They just want less people, because less people equals more things for them. So if you like them, then go ahead and do what they want. But I don't like them, and neither should you. And that's handcuffs. Maybe you're a little kinky and you like that, but I personally don't like being handcuffed, and I don't like being controlled. If you take the blue pill, you're being controlled, and you're accepting their reality of what they want, and that's not a good thing. Don't be controlled by the distractions, the points of attack in our modern life. And they want the dopamine receptors. They want to give you a smooth brain and make you look like a reptile, so you consume everything, you buy everything they put in your face, and you get them richer and you get poorer, and you just accept that way. You just become a consumer. You got to be a creator. That's why sperm is bad. So you may be asking, Kenny, how do I get out of here? This is scary. I'm terrified for my life. I don't want to be a bot. Well, crew, what if I told you you could accept the red pill? How to escape the attacks on your testosterone is by accepting the red pill. And the red pill means you're getting good sleep, you're living a holistic lifestyle. Holistically means eating natural ingredients, fruits, vegetables, meats, wheats, the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? You're in pursuit of a partner because men and women complement each other, and it's fun. Romance is fun. All right? Don't be gay. You're pursuing competition right there. By living competitively, there's been studies that show it increases testosterone, as well as exercise. Exercise is also a way to increase testosterone. Improve yourself, because sometimes improving yourself financially is difficult, and but eventually you get there, because if you can improve yourself physically, you can improve yourself financially. So the conspiracy theory is, in summary, is that the globalist reptiles, the reptilians from outer space, don't want you to be masculine. They don't want to have wants you to have testosterone because that makes you less of a threat. And if you're less of a threat, you're not having kids. And if you're less of a threat, you're more controllable. And if you become a consumer, you make them money, and they make you poorer. They take advantage of you, and that's it. It's kind of sad.